So today I have been thinking about that penguin that went viral earlier this year, the beginning of the year. You remember the penguin, and it was going off towards the mountains into the distance. Its friends went left, its friends went right. It was the one in the center, and it was like, I'm going to go to the mountains and climb the mountains. And this social media, these TikToks, these reels, were turning it into this inspirational thing to chase the impossible, to go for your dreams, to climb that mountain, seize the day, that no one should stop you even if you may fail. There is no greater pursuit than to do something that is impossible, that is great, that is wonderful. And it was this inspirational quote, but like the reality of it. And I love that was a thing. I love it. I found it amazing. I was hooked on them. And obviously I don't watch so much TikToks or Reels anymore these days, so I miss those moments. I don't know what's gone viral in the last few months. And it's a good thing, but like, that was one of those beautiful things where this community of social media took something 20 years later, because the documentary that it came from is from like 2007, and we've taken it 20 years later and turned it into this inspirational, hopeful thing. But then when you actually watch, and the sad reality of it, when you actually watch the clip it's from, the documentary it's from, this was a depressed penguin. It was not a happy penguin going off to seize its adventure. It was going off to its certain doom into the depths of Antarctica, 8,000 kilometers of the bitter wilderness of frozen wasteland. Nothing. It was not going to survive, and it knew it. And it marched towards its death anyway. Not because it was trying to chase some amazing journey to climb a mountain, but because it was a sad penguin. And I knew this because I'd seen the documentary, or I'd seen that clip long before. And so when I was watching it at the beginning of the year, I was like, always had this in the back of my mind. But they kept on coming there, and I was like, okay, well, it is great. I am liking this. It is making me inspired. And I do love that we as humanity have given hope to something so bleak, to something so tragic, that even, like, before this, nobody even knew that penguins were depressed and would go off into their certain death, marching into the center of Antarctica. And we've turned it into a hopeful moment of inspiration for an entire generation. And there's something wonderful about that this tragedy is turned into something beautiful. And now obviously depression and yourself is a very serious topic, and not to be taken lightly, and not to be made into something like this. But I think in this case we should give it the exception, because it has created this wonderful bringing together of humanity. And even though we all knew in the back of our minds that this was a depressed penguin, we still celebrated it and lifted it up. And it has become so inspirational to us all. And I still think about that penguin to this day regularly. This year I have been reminded of that penguin trying to climb a mountain, even though that's not what it's doing. But there's something wonderful there. And I love the fact that humanity has the heart to want to try and do things like that and make things inspirational, because that's beautiful in some regard. Anyway, thank you for listening. I wish you the best of luck. Have a fantastic day.